So happy Monday. This is our More About It Monday today, but before I get into that, we're going to be doing some embossing, some heat embossing using our heat tool. Just want to remind everyone about the gingerbread class kit. These are the 4 projects. They're really pretty in person. Sometimes I fear that maybe they don't look as great on camera or when I take a picture, but these are really nice. I have to say, I know it might sound a little stuck up or whatever, I don't know. but I think they're really nice. I do. They're some of my nicest projects in a while. So you will, if you want to do this now, we're doing the frosted gingerbread kit right now till, what's it, August 15th, I think. And so with the projects I did, I try to have you use your stamps in several ways so that you could find out, all the uses that you can use. So this is with die cutting, and then this also is die cutting. This is stamping, and then this is stamping as a background kind of thing. So you have some options, and then the other option that you have is embossing. Now I've seen some projects where they've used the white chalk ink, but I don't have that. I just need to learn how to use that. I need to push myself outside my comfort zone and do that. But I do know all about dry embossing, and this is embossing powder. And when you do your your heat embossing, you want to what was I going to say? It's early. Hi. So I wanted to show you what page you can find all this stuff on. Now, they used to sell this individually, and that's when I bought this. But now you have to buy a set of 3, and it's on page 128. And it's a set of 3. You can get either white, a set of white, black, and clear, which is good. We might be using the black for Halloween, you never know. And then the other set you can get of 3 colors is copper, gold, and silver, and those are great for Christmas too. So that's number 1 on page 128. And since you have to buy 3, it is a little pricey. It's $18, be $6 a piece. If you break it down to individuals, it doesn't sound like a lot, but this is half an ounce, and you get a lot with that. You can see you would have to do quite a lot of crafting to use all that up, and I don't think it goes bad, just as long as you keep it away from moisture. And then this adorable heat tool here is number 2 on page 128. It is a bit of an investment. So it has 2 speeds, 1 and 2. 1, it says here in the book, speed 1 low is for drying ink or drying any projects that you might have. And then heat setting number 2 is for heat setting powder, which is what this is, heat powder. Okay, and then they used to sell, I looked here, I didn't see it. They used to sell this little embossing buddy, and it'll have like cornstarch in it. I think that's what they put in it, just cornstarch. So if you don't have an embossing buddy, you probably want to get one. Just before I googled it in the Stampin' Up website, and it didn't come up. At one time they took it out of the catalog, but they were still selling it. if you knew the number, but I don't even think they're doing that now. So you can either get an embossing buddy, which is like a little canvas bag filled with, I think, cornstarch, or my favorite is this powder tool. It's made by EK Success, the letter E, the letter K, and then the word success. You can get it at Walmart. I checked Walmart, and you can get this for $6 or $7, and you can have it shipped to Walmart, so it doesn't cost you any shipping, I believe. Don't hold me to that, but this is still like more than half full, and I've had this for years, and I'm glad they're still making it. But it has a little brush, and I actually bought this because I didn't do so well with the embossing buddy, and I didn't buy this from Stampin' Up. I bought this from my local, I won't give any names, my local craft store. This is called a powder tool, and I think they sell it to take the sticky off the back of stickers, but it's also great for embossing. So I'm kind of glad that I can offer you this as an option, and I don't feel bad because Stampin' Up doesn't sell this anymore. So you have choices. So this is I think you can get it at Joann's online. I don't know that you'll get it locally. You'll probably have to get it, but it's EK Success powder tool. Okay, enough of that. All right, so let's get crafting. So first off, you'd have to get some cardstock, and you want a piece that's pretty big because you're going to have to hold it and put heat on it, and you don't want to have to get it too small because your finger is going to get pretty hot if you get too close to the heat tool. And if you need to, you can always use some tweezers, which is at my other station. But I do have some tweezers that I use once in a while. If I have to get them, I will, if my finger gets too hot. But I chose these colors. Cinnamon cider, old olive, and real red. Okay, so and I got these are papers that I have left over from the kit, so I'll probably be using those for thank you cards or Christmas cards to send out to you guys. Probably not thank you cards because it'll be too Christmassy for a thank you card, but they're fun to play with. And so we're going to go ahead and get started. So I don't have a project for you today. I will on Wednesday, but not today. There goes my papers. So now when you're stamping with these, you can use either photopolymer or you can use the rubber. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to use the photopolymer stamps today because we've been working with the gingerbread, and I haven't seen a lot of people use their stamp apparatus for this. I don't know why. Yeah, that brown paper is cinnamon cider. It looks kind of like gingerbread to me, so it's a great match for the frosted gingerbread. Okay, so I'm just gonna pop this in the corner here, and I have this, my deluxe mat, so it's a little bit higher than the mat that comes with. And I've also learned that I'm going to be using this. This is removable Scotch tape. It's removable Scotch tape. It's made by Scotch, and I got it at Office Depot. And what's great is it's removable and it stays. You can reuse it, so it doesn't pull your cardstock. I'm just going to use that because these can be very sticky, And when you use the Versamark, which we do sell in the catalog, it's even stickier. So you're going to want to put this close to the edge here, and we'll pick that up. And then we're going to use our Versamark watermark stamp ink. Well, guess what? It doesn't really look like ink, but they call it ink. So I'm going to hope that I get that pretty much stamped up, but guess what? If it isn't, I'm using my Stamparatus. So I can just gently pull that up. You can see why I use the tape. I can see kind of where I need to add a little bit more. It looks like over here, but it doesn't matter if you add even more. The more the merrier for this stuff. You don't want to use too much though, and we do sell a refill for this. So it is kind of like ink. It's kind of like a gluey substance, and that's what makes it stick. Okay, I'm just going to do it one more time in this area up here. Now you do have some time before you do the next step, but not a lot, so I'm just going to go ahead and make sure that I get that there. That looks good enough. I don't want to get too crazy. Now where's the, oh, here's the top. Okay, so we don't want to wait too long because that's wet, and I'm going to throw just going to throw this on top of that for now so it doesn't dry on there on my stamp, and I can use this again. All right, now for the next part, which is the heat embossing. I'm just going to leave that right there. Put that away for now. So you're going to need a piece of scratch paper. I've seen people do this differently. Some people have a little bowl or something that they use. I just think it's easier to just do the paper folded in half. I'm going to take my powder and I'm going to cover my project. Oh, you know what I forgot to do with my paper? Here, I went on and on and on and on about this, and then I forgot to do that. So we'll see how this works. I probably will have a lot of, yeah, I do. And that's my fault for not doing what I said I was going to do. I don't know if I can get that off. I'm going to take this brush. Nope. Nope, it's not working, guys. That's why you need your brush. Okay, so let's start over. Forget the red. We'll move on to this. So, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Well, let's do this one here and make sure that's in the corner. Make sure that's going to stamp. Might need to move that over just a little bit. And it's not even. There. This time I'm going to do it right. This time I'm going to use the powder, and you just swish it there. You don't want to put too much. And what the powder does is it keeps it from the static electricity. It keeps the static from keeping your powder from falling off the cardstock. So you want it, the powder to stick where you've stamped, but you don't want it to stick anywhere else. And that's what the powder does. It makes sure that the powder only sticks where you want it. And this one part here is kind of hard to get in the center there. So I'm going to make sure I get that really good. Okay, I think that's good enough. Now we will do it again. This time, because I used the powder, it shouldn't stick like that, like it did before. Okay, here I can still use the other one. Yeah, well, it's ruined. Okay, here we go. We're going to get our powder out, and this time, hopefully, it's only going to stick where, well, I'm not going to try to be. I'm just going to put that powder all over it because I don't want to miss any of it. And then you just gently tap it on the back. And sometimes you have to more than gently tap it if it's stuck there. And then blow to get all the extra. And I can see there's just a little bit here. Okay. And then before you start getting out your heat tool, you want to put all of this back in, because the heat tool will blow it all away and will also can start getting this to react to the heat. Okay, so I got a little bit of stuff there. I'll just have to clean up later. Okay, heat tool. Gonna put it on to let it get somewhat hot. And then when it's starting to feel hot, I'm going to start here at the bottom. You want to hold it about 1.5 inches away. And you'll see once that, kind of making it go around and around in circles, you'll see once that starts to react, I don't know if you can see it, it's starting to turn white. And you don't want to do it too long, because you can actually burn the stuff if you do it too long. Okay, so there's our bell, and then we'll let that cool, and then we can die cut it. What shall we do next? I think I want to do the cookie, the snowflake one, because it's really pretty. But I'm going to do it also in the gingerbread, or cinnamon cider as it is. Tape that down in place. Pick that up. And let's not forget our powder, like I did last time. Alright, so you can see a little bit of the powder there. Okay, I think that's good enough. Versamark. Okay. Yeah, I probably could have used the other one, except that it was sticking by the image, and the image was distorted, so that was not going to work. But yeah, if it had just sprinkled along the edges, I could have. Okay, that would probably work, but I just want to make sure I got lots of gooey on there. And like I said, we do sell the refill, so okay. So that one is ready. Come on, behave. And then your stamps, once you're done with your stamps, you'll want to wash them with a mild, something mild like a soap, a dish soap, a mild dish soap, and water. Okay, where's my stuff? Okay, here they are. Gonna cover that. Probably don't have to do that much, but like I said, I don't want to leave anything to chance. So this is called heat embossing, and it's fun. There's different colors. Now you can do clear, and with clear you can either just use the clear, or you can stamp a color, use your stamparatus, and then stamp the clear over the color ink, and that's an interesting way to do it too. I might do that too one day. All right, so heat tool on 2. Of course, you want to hold it away from you. It's starting to get hot. I'm just kind of doing circles here, about 1.5 inches, 2 inches away. No, about 1.5 inches. 2 inches might be too far. Now you can see, I hope you can see that changing. And I'm moving this around to the part that hasn't turned white. And now it's all white. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So you can see this is one of the ways that you can use your gingerbread. You can use the white embossing powder. Now let me bring in my, I'm going to do this real quick. My roller, I usually use one of those pet hair rollers, the sticky rollers, but it's over there behind my desk on the floor, and I don't want to have to go dig it. I'm just going to wipe that up with a baby wipe. Hopefully I will get most of it. All right, so there's my bell, and I'm probably not on camera anymore, so I'll bring this in a little. Get the outline of my bell. And here's where I can use that same piece of removable tape. I don't want to go over the on the inside though. Yeah, I may have to use 2 because that cardstock is a little, it's little curl. Oh, actually, is it the cardstock or is it the plate underneath? Do as I say, not as I do, kind of thing. Okay, set that aside. Okay, there's our bell, and I won't have you watch me cut out that, but you can see that's going to be cute. That's going to be really cute. Okay, well that's our More About It Monday. That's heat embossing, and I've made a royal mess here at my table. I'm going to have to switch up my grid paper now, but I've had this grid paper for a while, so I don't mind. All right, well, I hope you guys had a great weekend, and I hope I'll see you tomorrow for Take Your Pick Tuesday. If you haven't made your posted your picture, do that so you can be entered to win a great prize. All right, thanks for joining me. Love you guys. Bye.